It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago, and it's 7 p.m. in Philadelphia. Hello, everybody. I'm Mad Dog the Scipio. This is America's Popcast. What's the buzz? Tonight, I'm joined by Big Cal Yater. Hello, Cal. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great.
Ah, man, it's good to hear that. Cal, we have a special guest that will be joining us tonight. Her name is Taylor Blackwell. She is an actress, musician, singer, songwriter, poet. Um, Kind of does a little bit, kind of like you, Cal. She's a Renaissance person. She does a little bit of everything. So when she gets here, we'll talk to Taylor Blackwell. But we got to talk about, man, Cal. You and I were talking off the air about what's going on in Hollywood. We lost a bunch of people yesterday, 5 of them, as a matter of fact. And I want to bring everybody up to speed of what happened yesterday. If you have not heard, actor, director, producer, acclaimed film director of the Spinal Tap movies and a bunch of other movies, some 90 films, Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were killed by their son yesterday. And of all the things to wake up to, it's just crazy to hear that. It's just a messed up situation. We're actually going to dedicate a show to it. Also, Anthony Geary. Those of you that are my age will remember Anthony Geary from General Hospital. Remember Luke and Laura. He was Luke Spencer on General Hospital. He passed away from complications of a surgery he was in the midst of. Died in the middle of surgery. Anthony Geary. Mike Evans, of course, also an All in the Family alumni from the Jeffersons. He played Lionel Jefferson on the Jeffersons. Mike Evans has passed. And, of course, the last but not least, Carl Carlton. If you guys from the 70s and 80s don't remember, you have to be around my age to know who he was. His big song is still being touted today. She's a bad mama jamma. In fact, not only the song, but people refer to certain women that way these days. She's a bad mama jamma. And that was Carl Carlton that gave us that. We'll revisit that. You know, Cal, you and I were talking off air a little bit about Hollywood and what's been going on there. You know, nothing to me, at least from my perspective, Cal, nothing to me seems coincidental. I'm one of those guys, whenever something happens, I always believe there's like a bigger reason behind it, you know? And maybe if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, you know, and I'll eat it if I'm wrong, you know? But I'm not wrong very often on this kind of stuff. So you and I were talking. What do you think, without giving away the bathwater with the baby, or the baby with the bathwater, as they say? What do you think's going on here? What's going on in Hollywood? Is Hollywood? Let me ask you this question, because it's a better question. Is Hollywood unraveling?
I would definitely say so. Like ever since the East Palisades fire, a bunch of production has shifted more east, like Florida, South Carolina, Georgia. Yeah. You know, and Hollywood's pretty much done. Like I hate to say it, you know, nobody's really going to the movie theater anymore. Nobody, you know, there's no prominent actors. You know, back in the day, people were like, oh, Jackie Gleason, oh, Christopher Lloyd, you know.
Yeah.
There's been a shift, and it's like the age of the celebrity is unfortunately dying.
So I heard that. I swear to you, I heard that, and I was like, wow, we're finally reconciling Hollywood. I think what's happened, and I think, Cal, you and I kind of like pinpointed this off camera, but I'm going to say this on camera. I think finally Hollywood has met its reckoning point, and now Hollywood, for better or worse, like they say, in like a marriage, in sickness and in health, Hollywood is now they're having to pay the piper for all their let's say all their wrongdoing, but for all their chicanery. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not just that. I mean, AI is already out of the bag.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, it's slowly. I guess that's part of one of the reasons why I finally got into the business is because AI is killing it.
And you know what? That you are not alone. You are not alone. I saw something yesterday, kind of related to this a little bit, but when you're talking about AI and what it can do and what it cannot do, first of all, there's not much it cannot do. But here's what I saw something yesterday on the news. A college professor literally lost his nut yesterday. He went crazy on his students on Friday. And I saw this yesterday on the news that he went just batshit crazy, that no one used their own head. Here's what I'm talking about. He gave them an assignment. 46 people in the class, okay? 46 people in the class, Cal. 42 of them handed in the exact same paper from the exact same website, from the exact same AI engine, for lack of a better word. There's no individuality. You get where I'm going with this? Hollywood doesn't use writers anymore. You could go on, Cal. I'm gonna tell you what, brother. If the acting thing doesn't work out for you, become a Hollywood writer, because you could go right now. Here she is.
Hi, I'm so sorry.
Oh, let me tell you something, young lady. You never ever have to be sorry for me.
You're the best.
You know that I love you so much. You know that you're one of my favorite. And I have something for you, Cal, ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend Taylor Blackwell.
Hi, Cal.
Hi, Taylor. How are you?
Thank you.
There you go.
I'm good. I'm getting over the flu.
Are you really?
Yeah, it hit me.
Oh, man.
So if you hear a little nasalness,
that's don't you hate that? Can I tell you something? I don't know who I was around this weekend that was sick, but all day long today, I just sneezing so much. It's like,
oh man,
and that was so many tissues that my nose was like rough. It's like, oh.
That's how I've been, yeah. Like my lips are chapped.
And let me tell you something, Taylor. When you got a honker like this, you got to take care of it. How you doing, sweetie? I haven't seen you in a long time.
When was our last when I was on?
The last time you were here was you were doing the Judy Tenuta show.
Right, but when was I here?
It seemed ages ago. It's a long time. It really has. It seemed like, God, man, it just seems like you've been gone for so long. You know,
I'm happy to be back.
I know it's just, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, when was that? Probably, I'll have to call Harlan to find out.
I think at the time we had probably, I came on to talk to you about the
7 months, maybe 7, 8 months or so.
Right, because I was talking about my film that I made. It happened, the Judy Tenuta story about Judy Tenuta, and I think at the time we had just come back from the LA Film Fest, and because we had won Best Indie Short there. And so, good little update for you. We got into the Poppy Jasper Festival, which is they're having their 20th film festival year this year. And so we're really excited to be a part of that. And that's going to be sometime, I think, in April of next year. Still awaiting the details, but that's
remarkable. I'll tell you what. The last time you were here, we basically dedicated the whole show to you and the movie. And if you guys haven't seen it, check it out. You can check it out. It's called "It Happened," the Judy Tenuta story, starring my dear friend, the second love of my life, Taylor Blackwell. And it's a hell of a picture. And if you knew who Judy Tenuta was, you're going to fall in love with Taylor Blackwell. I will tell you what, because it was a home run, as they say in the business. It was a home run. Let me tell everybody a little bit about Taylor Blackwell. She's an actor, musician. She's the creator. Listen to this stuff, folks. The creator of Infinite Possibilities Oracle Deck. I love that name. I don't know what it means, but I fucking love it. Okay. Taylor is a member of a bubblegum punk band called The 10th, and they were co-founded with. I got to ask you this: Harley Quinn Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bring me up to speed on Harley Quinn Smith. I don't know who he, she, or it is.
Harley's an actress, and she's also the daughter of Kevin Smith, the director.
Oh my God! Okay, sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness!
Harley, I mean, she's a musician, obviously, as well, and she's a really big animal rights activist and an amazing human being. So I've been friends with her since I was, I think, 16. And then we formed a band when we were teens and put out some music with that together.
Wow. I love it. I'm going to tell everybody that Taylor released her first solo album called In Memory of Haroldine, September of 2021. It is available. I will tell you it's available. You can buy it. And if you don't know where to get it, contact the show and I'll send it out to you. On me, of course, always on me. The album was produced by Sharp Shock Davey Warsop and features actor Finn Argus. Now, how did you wrangle up these two heavyweights? Because that's not a small task, young lady.
Thank you. Yeah, well, actually,
I know who they are,
Yeah.
And that's saying something, okay? Because I'm an old fart. We established that the last time you were here.
I met Davey at the time when I was working with my band, The 10th, with Harley. We played a show at, oh my goodness, Hurley, which was a clothing brand. They used to have this stage at their warehouse, and they have all these really fantastic bands come and do shows there. And so Davey at the time was working there and doing sound for them and did our live set for us. And then we stayed in touch over the years, and he used to send me little notes while on tour with his band, about things he was listening to, and I would do the same, and a lot of our music interests kind of lined up. So that's kind of where that collaboration came about. And then Finn Argus, Finn is just one of my dearest friends in the world, and we write songs together on occasion, and I hope to do that more with them too.
That's a nice friend to have. I got news for you. That's a real nice friend to have. Well, so let me ask you a question. Would you describe, and I hate this word, I just, whatever this means to various people, would you describe your music as alternative, or would you put it in a genre? What would you call your music?
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes in the indie genre, which indie really just means independent. So as far as the sound goes, that could mean anything. I think of my music as kind of in the folk rock, slightly punk genre.
Okay.
Also, I come from a background of musical theater, so I feel like that also finds its way into my songwriting as well.
Yeah.
So a little bit of everything.
That's actually what I thought when I was listening to a little bit of the 10th, and so y'all are pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Taylor, let me introduce you to Big Cal Yater. Cal is an actor. He's been seen in Danny McBride's Vice Principals and The Righteous Gemstones.
I was watching that yesterday as I was sick. That was helping me heal. I love
yeah. I also just got done filming a movie called Once Upon a Time in Macon. There's no release date yet, but I got to do a scene with Dwayne Whitaker from Pulp Fiction, Keith Brooks from The Walking Dead, Eddie Deason from The Polar Express, and
name dropper. Name dropper. And Eddie is a friend of the show, and we love Eddie here. Eddie's been on the show twice with me.
Congrats.
But yeah, that's our. By the way, Taylor, Cal and I have been having this kind of ongoing pissing contest here. Okay, Cal is telling me that he's the next best thing to Johnny Depp, and I think he looks like the guy that chased the Wile E. Coyote. What was his name? Yosemite Sam, was that? So let me bring Cal up on the big camera, and you give me your Taylor. You gotta tell me, what do you think of this guy?
I think he's got his own unique thing going. We can't hold him to any standard.
That, my friends, is called diplomacy. That's why Taylor made it in the entertainment business. She's diplomatic.
Hey, I'm just getting my feet wet.
Yeah. Taylor, last time you and I, we're getting this serious for a little bit. The last time you were here, you couldn't talk about what you had coming up. Although I tried to press you a little bit. I said, because that's what I do. I'm a journalist, and I have to push for answers. So now we can talk about what you got going on. So the last time I asked you, what you had coming up, you said you had some projects in the works that you couldn't yet talk about.
Yeah.
So, and I know you can talk about them now. So tell me what you got happening, kid.
I still can't talk about a whole lot, but here's what I can tell you.
You're killing me, Taylor.
I've got
killing me, babe.
I can't fully reveal my cards yet, but for one thing, as you can probably see behind me, I really love Vincent van Gogh, and
absolutely.
I'm fascinated by his story, and so I've been writing something that involves him. So that's something that I hope like early next year I can share more about, but can't quite say exactly yet. But there is another thing related to him too. I recently presented a lecture for the very first time that I wrote, and it's about how Vincent van Gogh and the artist Keith Haring had these very parallel lives. And so it explores all these similarities between them, and then how we can look at their commonalities and perhaps maybe light our own artistic path forward. So that's something that I've been working on, and it was so exciting to a week ago yesterday, actually, to get to present that lecture for the first time.
I'm fascinated by the fact that being 13 years old, she looks like a kid. We went through this before. For a young woman in her middle 20s, it's fascinating to me that you have this pervasive old soul that's looking for, almost like it's looking for redemption through art. Does that make any sense to you? You know what I mean by that?
I think I do, yeah.
And I'll explain this because a lot of people say, wow, that sounded deep, Mad Dog. Now, what the fuck does it mean? Okay, well, here's what it means. I've been called an old soul by those older than I. Okay, so, and I was called an old soul when I was 10, 12 years old. What that basically means is certain spirits, certain personalities connect with things that they could not have possibly been connected with based on their age, their physical age. And you're one of those people. And I said this the last time you were here. Judy found you. You didn't find her. And so I think, and it has a lot to do, because you haven't told me this, but I'm going to tell you this. You're a very spiritual person. Mm-hmm. And I know that because of what your energy is telling me. And I know that the energy connected to you is quite inquisitive. Mm-hmm. You're like a walking National Enquirer. You just gotta know. You got to know. And so, and I think, and I please take that as a compliment. And I think
Yeah.
that your energy will always find a way to tell the story.
Hmm.
And if you have to sit on something for a year to make that happen, then it'll be a year well worth and well spent. Because I know in that year that you're going to dot every I, cross every T, and punctuate every comma, period, and exclamation point you can. Because you are a detail oriented individual. And I know that about you. Because the little birdies around you they tell me that stuff.
You're so supportive.
What are you really excited about? Like, what's the one thing that's got you going?
Oh, well, I mean, first I just thank you for seeing me in that way. And I think people are the people I find interesting are interested, and I'm often drawn to people who are doing lots of different things and they're interested in lots of different things. And that's for me always like my driving force is like where's the intersection of these different interests that I have. And playing Judy Tenuta was an amazing way to experience that, because I got to sing, I got to direct, I got to play accordion, so I got to act. So it was all these different things. And that's something I love about directing is like more than any other I think what's the word, role in show business, you really do have your hand in every piece of
yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, Cal, I want you to listen to what she's saying, Cal. Here, because you and I had this conversation. I told this young man, if you want to be successful, you got to do everything. You got to do a little bit of everything. But the thing that you have to do most of is be consistent. Consistency is the key. You could direct, you can act, you can play, whatever, as many instruments as you want. But if you're not consistent in any one of those things, none of those things will happen.
Yeah.
That's why you're successful, because you're consistent and you take your time and you think about stuff. I have a young man here, Taylor, Big Cal Yater. Callum, I'm going to give you a chance to talk to Taylor and ask her questions. Be gentle with him though, because he's young. Questions, right. Cal. Questions for my friend Taylor Blackwell.
All right. First question: how many instruments can you play?
I'm not sure the number. I play a good amount of them, but I don't play all of them very well. Like a lot of them I can kind of fiddle around with, but I play, I think, accordion pretty well, guitar and keys, and then ukulele I can play pretty well too.
I can play the theme song to Bob's Burgers. That's it.
on ukulele?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. When it comes to my guitar playing, though, I play everything from, like, Megadeth, Sum 41, like, the harder stuff.
Is that the kind of stuff you're interested in? Like metal music or?
Metal, but I learn everything. Like, I can play everything from, I can play some Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I can play Dion and the Belmonts. But
my boy.
Oh, yeah.
I sang on stage with Dion.
Wow.
I did.
Did you sing?
I sang in front of 2,200 people, me and Dion. I sang Run Around Sue and the Wanderer with him.
Wow, that's so fun.
My father, God rest his soul, my father knew Dion. My dad knew a lot of entertainment people, but my dad knew Dion from, God, back in the 50s, he knew him.
Whoa.
And he's still around. Dion is still around today.
Yeah, he's not really, he doesn't seem like he's slowing down.
No, he's not slowing down. That's why he looks as good as he does. He keeps working.
So is he still touring?
He is. He's actually coming to Atlantic City, New Jersey in 2 months.
Wow.
86 years old and he's still touring. Absolutely. Here's the thing about this. people won't let him stop because he brings back. I shouldn't even say brings back. He brings with him his legacy, the legacy of the Wanderer, Run Around Sue, Teenager in Love, I Wonder Why, all these songs, right? But it's not just the music, it's what was happening back in the 50s and 60s. He brings that the legacy, those stories with him. And he's got orders. He got stories to tell, man. Let me tell you.
I would love to see him perform.
I'll tell you what, the next time I know he's going to be around here, I'll swear, I'll send you some tickets for real. No, I'll do it. You think I'm shitting you?
No, I don't.
Fly me up.
I'll do it for real. So Cal, let me ask you a question, Cal. You have a solidly working actress sitting in front of you right now. What's the one burning question? And make it a good one, because she might bitch slap you if you just get the right question. Not that.
All right. What if you could be in any genre? What would you pick?
Wow.
Suspenseful thrillers, sci-fi, action,
musical comedy. That's a genre, right? Yeah. And
definitely.
I love period pieces, like going back to the old soul thing, to transport into any world that isn't my own, like that.
I love it. I love it. It's funny that you say that, because there's, again, your personality. You have your you at least you come across on camera with us as very lighthearted. That you don't take yourself too terribly seriously, which is great. And that's another key to success. People who take themselves too seriously, just stay away from me. Those are people I don't want. They just bring everybody down. You
got to be.
That's what. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. But especially in the business that you're in, and the business that Cal finds himself in now, is that there are any number of people who can make or break your spirit, who can make or break your career just by the way they present themselves to you. Danny McBride, who of course created and wrote The Righteous Gemstones and Vice Principals, never took himself seriously and still doesn't take himself seriously. That's why he's a success at whatever he does. Because he doesn't. Yeah, he's big. He's huge.
You got to be willing to even dish jokes out on yourself,
And that's exactly, Cal. Exactly. If you can make yourself the butt of the joke like he does on a regular basis, that's money in your pocket, brother.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you this then, Taylor. You have a number of things working, and then Cal talked a little bit about genres, but I know that musical comedy is kind of like your thing.
Yeah.
There are a number of people that you remind me of from back in the day. There was, in fact, a woman is still with us today. Her name is Ruta Lee.
Oh yeah,
She's a good friend of Harlan.
Yeah, I met her actually.
Oh, did you? Okay. Now Ruta, she's like right in there, etched from the same fabric as Lucy.
Yeah.
And Vivian Vance and people like and even Thelma Ritter to some degree, who was funny as shit when she was given the opportunity to be funny. If you haven't seen it, check out a film called My Favorite Year. It was one of the last films that Thelma Ritter ever did.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. My Favorite Year.
Oh my God, it's a great film. Peter O'Toole, star of it. Joseph Bologna is in it, and a guy named Mark Lynn Baker, who had a television series called Perfect Strangers for a little while. Mark Lynn Baker, hell of an actor.
Perfect Strangers was actually, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're not. You're fine.
Perfect Strangers was actually the precursor to Family Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that is they introduced Carl Winslow and
sure did. But those are see. I'll give my age break because, like, again, I'm an old fart and I got whole references. But that kind of comedy, that kind of lighthearted, like almost, I'm gonna say, I hate to use this expression, dumb blonde comedy, but but you know that's what that's what they call it.
Yeah.
But that kind of comedy is coming back, even to the point where female slapstick is a thing now. You know?
Yeah.
And it's been a long time, probably since the Stooges or Abbott and Costello have I seen that level today of female slapstick where a woman not only will take a pie in the face, but give a couple too. You know? That's funny shit. I don't care how you look at it. Getting popped with a pie in the face, that's some funny shit. I will pop every time for that.
They actually just had that in the Righteous Gemstones I was watching. There was a good pie in the face moment.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, again, you're not afraid. It's taking chances. Comedy, musical comedy particularly, is all about taking chances because there's a fine balance between the music, which is dead serious, absolutely has to be dead serious, and the comedic element, which must always be funny. If one works with the other in unison, that's a no-fail, man. That's a no-fail possibility.
So to go back on what you when you asked me what I've been working on, what I'm excited about, this must have happened after our conversation. In September, I performed at Zebulon, which is a really great venue in Los Angeles. And I presented there what I've been calling a musical. And essentially, I play shows with my band. Sometimes I have a backing band. Whenever I'm performing on stage, I'm usually singing, and then I'll often play keys. And that's what I did for this show. So I played keys and accordion. And then I have a backing band of a guitarist and a bassist and drums. Right. And I had each of these band members throughout the show playing little roles as well. And I told a story with the set. So there was it was almost like, I don't want to call it a one-woman show because it wasn't, but it was just a story told through music and through some like little talky bits, monologues. And then a couple little interactions with my bandmates. And so that's something I'm developing further as well. And I filmed it. So I'm going to be releasing that live and concert footage.
Wow.
Next year. I'm really excited about it.
And she's going to come here and talk about it. She don't know that yet. But
you play accordion. Do you like polka?
I do, but I don't really ever seek it out. Like I like it when I hear it, but I'm never like listening to it like at home.
Can I tell you that's one kind of music I just don't get. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get that. And again, you're going to think I'm nuts, but I don't understand country music either. I don't get it.
Similar. There's some country that I like, especially older country I like, but I don't love a lot of the newer stuff, but I do like line dancing, and that's something that's really made a comeback in the last couple of years.
Yes.
And so that's introduced me to some country songs I really resonate with. But it's also I'm never seeking out country music. Like I have my records behind me. I don't have any like country albums. I saw Nashville, that movie, for the first time. It's an Altman film, isn't it? Robert Altman.
Oh my God, please. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
That's such a great movie, and the music in that's pretty fun.
Robert Altman, for those of you who don't know, Robert Altman is famously or notoriously, as the case may be, famously or notorious for not having a set script. He loves the art of improvisation. Robert Altman loves to hand people a paper like this with bullet points on it, and that's it. And then he'll say, okay, have fun. And that's the whole idea of filmmaking, is to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why people get into this business. They get into this business, number one, because they don't want to work a real job. They want to make a lot of money and do as little work as possible. Hello, show business. Welcome. There you go.
I mean, I still work hard, but that is the end goal, is to not have to work a normal job anymore.
Well, you're but you're working at your craft, which is important. And Taylor will tell you, and I will tell you, and anybody who knows will tell you, put the work in now. Because if you don't, I promise you, Cal, you'll pay for it later. You will pay, I assure you. Taylor, tell me if I'm BSing.
I had an acting teacher who there would be these very confident young men that would come into our class, and he'd always say to them, the looks are going to fade. You got to make sure when your looks fade, your acting chops are still there to support you. And I always thought that was kind of funny. But I mean, it's ideally you have it all, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to talk about acting for a minute. There are a number of people who have various techniques and styles of acting. You've got the Stanislavski method. You've got the Strasberg method. You have everything from sense memory to, Strasberg was famous for sense memory. The Stanislavski is motivation.
Meisner.
Yeah, the Meisner method. And people like Stella Adler and Uma Hagen, and who were incredible acting teachers. But both of them worked in the business before they became acting teachers. Where would you describe your style of acting? Is it somewhere in betwixt and between all of that, or do you? Yeah. Is it really?
I've never studied one specific method. Every acting teacher I've ever had, they've studied also from various teachers.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like you kind of just take the things that work for you with each teacher.
Yeah.
And so much of what I've learned as an actor, a lot of it has been from classes, but a lot of it's been from just the on-set experience, or just life experience, or watching new movies and understanding storytelling, or like getting a sense of comedy and timing and movement. Like, I think there's influence to be found everywhere. So it's hard to, at least for me, I'd be very curious about learning, because I don't know a lot about the methods, like what they, each one of their like what they encompass, but I'm interested in them. I'd be interested in learning more. I've been learning a little bit about Alexander technique this year.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. So I know a little bit about this. Well, I'm being humble. Actually, I know a lot about this. You remember who Dabney? You know who Dabney Coleman was?
That's really familiar.
Dabney Coleman, I guess he's probably best remembered as the boss in the film 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton and James.
I've never seen that. I really want to, though.
Okay, that Dabney Coleman. I want you to, if you get a chance to watch that.
I'm him up right now.
Yeah. Dabney Coleman studied with Stella Adler. And Stella Adler would have them like literally rehearse emotions on their face for like an hour, where they'd be going, or they'd be going, like for an hour, like just every kind of emotion you can think of. And he said, I watched an interview called "Learning the Method," and because Stella Adler was a proponent of method.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, Uta Hagen was not. She hated it. But the two of them were very successful at what they did. The thing about what he said that was the takeaway from it was, I never forgot what she taught. The idea being repetition makes perfection. The idea that if you repeat it, you will do it instinctively without having to think about it. That's the whole idea of sense memory and what they call the method technique. There's Meisner, of course, the Stanislav Meisner and I'm not sorry, the Stanislavski method, the Meisner method, and of course Lee Strasberg, the Strasberg method. And that's what I know.
What is that method called when you look in the mirror and you practice facial expressions?
Well, that's again, that's what Stella Adler taught, and that was a kind of a. And I think what Stella Adler did was she kind of took parts of the method and parts of sense memory and fused them, because that's basically what she was teaching was method acting.
Yeah.
I practiced a little bit of that when I went to Fresno, California, and my friend Leonora, she was in Scream in 1996. She was teaching me how to, do the facial expressions. She said, "Don't be afraid to look silly. Don't care what other people think."
Absolutely.
Yeah,
she's 1,000% right.
I'm sorry, my computer, I realized, was dying, so I'm just moving.
She had to get over to the outlet, folks. Plug it in.
I was gonna say, brought a couple things to my mind. One, so Alexander technique gets you a lot about breathing and using your breath, and so that's one thing. But coincidentally, I took an acting class with Jason Alexander, the actor, who is not connected to Alexander technique. But his big thing was your body doesn't know the difference. So, which I think is true. Like I've had things where days on set where it's like a heavy emotional day. I have to cry a lot, and I go home and I'm tired in the same way I would be tired if I were just, crying, like if I had a sad situation and I was crying. Mentally, I'm fine, but like your body has been crying all day. So your body can help you to access emotions.
Yeah.
And Jason Alexander felt like if you are, trying to emote being angry, well, what does that look like? Are you shouting? Are you using your hands? Are you crossing your arms? And so he wanted you to put those things into your body, and you're not going to necessarily do that when you're actually in the scene. But if you kind of get those feelings in you while you're rehearsing, they can help you access the emotion.
Well, that was really and not to interrupt you, but the emotional aspect was heavily taught in Stanislavski. Very, very heavily taught. In fact, emotional truth was the center, really, of Stanislavski's, whereas Meisner, I guess more, truth, but more interaction, interactive truth, for lack of a better terminology, I suppose. But Strasberg was all pretty much all sense memory. Imagine yourself being the shoe. Like, who does that? Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but go ahead. Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna say, the reason I really want to watch 9 to 5 is because years ago there's that website Masterclass, that website.
Oh yeah.
And I took Aaron Sorkin's writing class on there. And one of the things he said was start to look up your favorite movies and see if you can find the scripts. And at the time, my favorite movie in childhood, which I've watched it as an adult, it really has not aged well, is Silver Streak. The 70s.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, I mean, he's my favorite
Richard
actor.
Pryor.
Gene Wilder is my favorite. So I love that movie.
He's amazing. He's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. He was an amazing actor.
And so I love Silver Streak, and then my all-time favorite movie is Harold and Maude.
Oh,
I
oh my God, please. I'm in love. I feel like I'm in love with this.
So I looked up those movies,
yes.
and they're written by the same person, by Colin Higgins. And he also wrote 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So I really want to watch that one too.
I'll tell you what, you will learn. 9 to 5 it's a film version of an acting class. It really, really is. It really, really is. Are you familiar with the Actors Studio?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a guy, God, I love this guy. His name was James Lipton. And James Lipton was the host of the Actors Studio, but he was not only the host of the show, but he was also a practitioner of the craft. And the people that came through there, they all had different stories of how they got to be where they were. But the one thing that was consistent in every story, the one consistency in every success story was remembering, and remembering. That was the key. Remember this, remember that. Remember when this happened. Remember when that happened. Remember what your reaction was. Remember, just remember. Not to act upon it, but to remember it. Because in so doing, if you remember it, it will trigger your natural reaction. And that's what Marlon Brando basically said. Marlon Brando, and I love having these discussions because, we talk about actors. We've had actors and actresses on our show. Literally hundreds of actors and actresses here. And they are most alive when they talk about their craft. And Marlon Brando loved to talk about acting, but he hated being called the greatest actor of our time. He hated it. He would say, well, I've never really been, basically I just been myself, It's like, because that's how Marlon talked. He kind of mumbled, He was like, and that was Marlon. He was just being himself.
You'll come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
No, listen, we're not going there. That brings up too many bad memories of my family, man. No, but
I think I do a great Marlon Brando.
The truth, though, the truth is remembering. If you remember how you reacted to that, or remember how you responded to whatever just to remember. And that was Bradley Cooper said that. He looked at the audience, he looked at the camera, and he said, remember. Just remember. That's remarkable. I want to talk to you. We're in the holiday season. You see, I decorated for you. Look at my studio. See out here?
I love it. Thank you for decorating.
This is, we're in our holiday season here. I want to talk to you because I need Taylor Blackwell's expert advice as a working, seasoned actress at the young, ripe old age of like 14. I just made a year older. Okay. We're going to play a game called Christmas Movie or Not. Okay. Trading places. Christmas movie or not?
Not.
I haven't seen it. Trading Places.
Trading Places. Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. That's another movie you got to watch.
Yeah.
That's another lesson in acting. Meet John Doe.
Never seen it.
Oh my God, I'm so old. Oh my God. Die Hard.
Yes, absolutely.
Die Hard. You don't know that one, Taylor?
I've never seen it. I'm 3 for 3.
I actually just watched it for the first time.
Did you really?
Yeah, a couple months ago, and I now agree it is a Christmas movie, or at least it's based, at Christmas time. But
I don't see. This is here's the argument, Taylor. For about 35 years now, almost 40 years, people are arguing whether Die Hard is or is not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that the star of the film, Bruce Willis, God bless him, he's a Jersey boy. Bruce Willis said, and I quote, with the same emphasis, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. There.
That's pretty definitive.
If he'll say it's a Bruce Willis movie.
Edward Scissorhands, Christmas movie or not?
No.
So, okay, this is where I guess we have to get into the...
Yes, let's dissect it, absolutely.
Because is a Christmas movie something you only watch at Christmas time, or is it something you can watch year-round?
Taylor Blackwell unraveled the mystery of the Christmas movie. Is it something you only watch at Christmas, or is it something that is internally Christmas? That's the difference.
She has a point.
Okay. I would say, my answer to that would be, I would think a Christmas movie would be something that you predominantly would watch at Christmas, but that is suitable for the rest of the year.
Okay.
For example, Die Hard has been called, and I watched this today. One guy, and I want to smack him, whoever he is, one guy said, Die Hard is the best Christmas movie ever made. I went, are you kidding me? Who is this Jamoki, and how did he become a producer? It was a producer. He said, here's how he equated it. Blowing the building up at the end of the movie, all the paper falling down was like snowfall. It snowed paper. Don't even go there, Cal. I'll smack you. But I don't care how you slice it or dice it. I can't see Die Hard as a Christmas movie, but something like, I'll throw this one at you, Taylor. Batman Returns.
So I think based off your definition, Batman Returns and Edward Scissorhands, I would think are not Christmas movies.
I've never seen Batman Returns.
And I would say, based on my criteria, I would say that Batman's a hell of a Christmas movie.
You're only watching that at Christmas time?
It takes on significance at Christmas. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I hate to admit this. I've never seen Batman Returns.
Really?
Yeah, I've got Batman Forever.
Yeah, but that's a whole different. That's a whole nother animal. That film. Taylor, here's one kind of generational: The Holiday with Jack Black and Kate Winslet.
Oh, I have seen The Holiday. That feels like a Christmas movie. I watched it at Christmas, I think, last year.
And doesn't it take on a significance at Christmas?
Yeah.
It doesn't the rest of the year?
Yes.
Okay. Here's one for you. Cal, I know you're going to have an opinion on this, but I'm going to get to you after Taylor answers it.
Okay.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton's semi-autobiographical masterpiece.
I love that movie.
Okay.
It does feel like a good holiday movie, but that's a weird one, obviously, because it's Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah, it makes the jump from Halloween to Christmas completely bypassing Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shoots right over Thanksgiving. It's like, okay, there's not even a turkey in the movie.
Well, there's a door with a turkey in the movie.
That's as much of a turkey as you're going to find in that movie. Other than I would call the whole movie a turkey. If they're going to call it a Christmas movie.
I will say that one, I used to teach music to kids, and sometimes we'd watch movies and they'd want to see that movie year round. So
really, no kidding.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lethal Weapon, Christmas movie or not, Taylor?
I haven't seen it.
Never. I haven't seen it either.
I thought I was such a moviegoer. I go to all the old film houses here, the ones that show older movies.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Mad Dog, I watch silent movies. I watch all sorts of things, but there's a lot of ones that have kind of fallen through the cracks.
I'm serious too. I have all of these films. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do right now. Listen to me, because I'm going to say this in front of the world. and by the way, we just hit our 850,000th download.
Wow.
I want to show you. I got to show everybody. I'm so proud of this award. And I really, really am. And where is it? Where did they go? It's around here somewhere. I got to find it for you. This is what happens when I put shit away and I forget where I put it.
Don't feel bad, Taylor. I have also never seen Lethal Weapon.
There was a TV show version of it a couple years ago. They brought
Cal?
Yeah, they brought it back.
That's one of the movies that slipped under the cracks for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
no kidding. I can't find it. Oh, damn. Oh, well, I'm not going to go crazy with it because I got Taylor here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put together a little gift pack for you. A little gift pack. I'm going to send you some movies.
Well, that's so sweet.
I am going to send you some Christmas movies, and then I'm going to send you some what you may not think of as Christmas movies. Here you go. Here's one for you, Cal. Here's one for you, Cal.
All right.
Iron Man 3, Christmas movie or not?
Oof. You're going to be mad at me.
Ain't it?
I've never watched Iron Man.
And I've seen it. I've watched it.
You know how old you're making me feel, both of you, tonight? Oh, my God.
I mean, I've seen Avengers Endgame, but I haven't watched any of the
That's not helping me here, Cal. Taylor, I'll tell you what. Man, this was a fast hour tonight. Holy crap.
I know.
This is what happens when I start talking to you. I get lost. I forget I'm doing a show. I'm just having a conversation with my friend Taylor. We got to get together at least a couple times a year. We really do. By the way, just so you know, my other half over here, Amelia, she says you were here 5 months ago.
It feels longer.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday and like so much longer. But I'm so happy to be back.
Amelia is off tonight. She's with the family. She became a grandmom since you saw her last.
Wow, congrats, Amelia.
Yeah, she became a grandma. I'm sorry, a glamma. I have to get it right, a glam. So, God, I tell you what, man, we're up on. That was a quick hour. Taylor, promote the hell out of yourself, kiddo. Anything you want to promote, this is all you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Instagram and TikTok are the best ways to keep up with me. Just The Musical Mushroom is my name on those platforms, or just look up Taylor Blackwell and you'll find me. And some of the things I've been hinting at for 5 months now, they will come into the public eye pretty soon. So I hopefully will be back in the new year and tell you more about those things soon, Mad Dog.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, you have an open invitation. Anytime you have, you got my contact info, you reach out to me. Anytime you want to promote something, we have an amazing audience here. Legit 850,000 downloads, 807 episodes as of tonight. And almost, thank you, Spotify. almost 17.5 million subscribers.
Wow.
Subscribers. Now, we don't charge people for subscription. It's a free subscription, but you do have to sign up to get us. 17.5 million. I'm very proud of that. As I am of the show and of your success and of Cal's success. I'm very proud of Amelia that she hasn't walked out on me yet. She did, well, but she's back now. My audience, you are the best. Be good to each other. Be kind. It takes a lot, and I always tell people it takes a lot more energy to frown than it does to smile. That's the absolute truth. So be kind to each other during this holiday season. For Big Cal Yater, for my friend Taylor Blackwell. Go see her at a theater near you. I am the Mad Dog. We love you. We will see you again, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Join us tomorrow night with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Take care, folks. God bless. Bye-bye.